Well.
This guy's take is probably the worst that you're ever gonna hear in your life.
Wow, you put that on. I'm gonna eat.
Let's react to this real fast, and then can I have half?
You cut it. It's a cheeseburger. I didn't know you were gonna want any.
Oh, if it's just a single burger, you can have it.
Alright.
No worries.
You should have texted me.
Hey, I did text you.
No, you didn't.
4.
I didn't have my phone on me.
No, 4 times I texted you.
4 times? Fucking when? On what?
What
did you text me on?
Instagram.
See, that's the problem. You need to text me on Discord.
Oh, Instagram sucks.
Instagram sucks at notifying.
Oh, fuck.
Like, it says I just got them 20 minutes ago. By the time I'd already clocked out.
That's so fucked. Okay. So this guy, the original comment. You got to see the original comment, okay?
Alright, so what the hell am I talking about? So I came across this post on Reddit on r/Twitch. Literally just randomly popped up from my internet. And this is a statement. If you can't reliably make enough to survive each month on Twitch, then your job can't be a content creator. I was watching a small streamer kind of video viewers 40 subs a few years ago, and they were complaining about not having enough money to survive. A viewer in chat responded, why not get a job? The streamer responded, I am working. I'm content creating every day. Mind you, this person would stream 8 to 14 hours a day without doing any content creation outside their own stream. They continue to argue with the viewer, basically saying that streaming is their only job they can do due to health circumstances. Fast forward to today, I decided to check in on this, and this person has now been served an eviction notice from their apartment and has now blamed other more successful streamers and more generous viewers for being selfish, saying that people could easily fix their situation. Mind you, this was their message as they received a rate double their normal viewer count. Streaming is not a reliable source of income, especially if you rely heavily on generous viewers and people and can't consistently survive on that income.
So the comment, I just think is trash. I don't like that guy at all. He should be evicted. The thing is,
now, I posted this screenshot and asked my Twitter friends, or non-Twitter friends, about their thoughts. So before I kind of from my end, let's kind of take a look at what we have in the comment section over here, right?
pretty much the first paragraph in there, I have nothing against, but then he starts blaming people. That's what I don't like. You should never blame people for your circumstance.
Alrighty. Yo, this looks like a coffee butter story from last summer, ironically, but regardless, agreed. While streaming is a reliable source of income, whatever this guy was doing is not. Iwi Ari, ex-VTuber. The person they are talking about is delusional and will always be a cycle of self-destruction. I sympathize with people dealing with this all sorts of barriers to making income in traditional work, especially health, but to blame the viewers and community is insane. They should look at how to improve their content and become a better entertainer and person. I agree with the post overall. Chrono Catastrophe. My wife streams and does YouTube content partly because she loves it, but in part because of health issues. It's all she can reliably do. She makes a decent amount and she helps with the bills. I cover the slack with my 9 to 5 and content creation as well. To say you shouldn't be a content creator because you don't make enough is wow. So basically this person don't agree with the post. You shouldn't be a content creator if you're going to be complaining and guilt trip others because you can't afford to live. I've always said content creation should be a passion first, and if you can turn it into a career, then even better. Okay?
There.
Blaming others for lack of success will definitely make you unsuccessful. Okay? There are real jobs that don't pay reliably with far less room for growth. Each person is free to weigh the pros and cons of a profession. Gotta get them ad revenue and sponsorships. However, shockingly enough, they are right. As someone who works in a public service, my income has been mostly my job. Streaming is an afterthought. The odd sub here, the odd donation there, and considering the oversaturation of streamers since the COVID era, is hard. Most content creators that stream on Twitch wouldn't survive reliably off of only a Twitch income. That's why if you want to be a full-time content creator, you need multiple sources of income from all the content you can produce, which could be YouTube, TikTok, sponsors, etc. I'm happy or sad it happened, is it? Technically, streaming is not really considered a job. Not unless someone is paying you monthly on a contract basis or being employed as a content creator. The person relying on streaming without creating content outside of streaming is doing it wrongly. This is why even though I have this kind of viewership and this amount of subs I can potentially get per month, I still consider this an alternate source of income while my current 96 is still my main source of income. It's right now if I can full time on content creation and have it pan out. This is a hobby, not a career. I know. And blah blah blah. The bro is the one. You can't call your job if you make a man less than minimum wage.
Can he stop reading all the comments and just
say
do what he's gonna
also be detrimental to health.
Okay, so you get the idea.
I get the idea.
Now his opinion. That's what I don't agree with, and now we're gonna get to the main source of this video.
The rank 1 Xenon Zone 0 free to play, by the way, neutral king horror show Kuro bot streamer, the tick. Alright. First things first, as per usual, this is my subjective take, this is not objective, this is not drama, this is not facts, my personal opinion, take it as you will, if you don't like it, it is what it is, alright? I always must say this nowadays because like, whenever people say something on the internet, it's like, oh my god, kill yourself in game, right? So, that's gonna do it. Second thing second, I think my perspective as a guy from Singapore, it might be a little bit, different compared to like Western streamers or the Western audience, especially because of the way that I'm raised, cultural differences, all that. And I would say that there are statistically way less people in my country compared to like the United States, right? So I think my take might be a little bit, more niche in that sense. But all that being said and done, here's my take. You are okay. This is for like people like generally everybody that's thinking about doing content creation, right? You are not a content creator. Oh my god, nuclear title, hands up. Let me finish. Okay? You are not a content creator in a sense where, unless you are making enough to sustain yourself and preferably also a love.
So I'm gonna do a TLDR. His whole video, he basically says that you cannot be a content creator if you're not making enough to pay your rent, your bills, get food, and get everything without expending others. Which I find a terrible take.
That is a bad take.
You can be a content creator and not make enough.
The literal definition of a content creator is in the name.
It's a creator of content.
You create content online for people to view. I
feel like he's really just clickbaiting. This is the worst take I've ever heard. And I'm sorry, I'm a fan of you, Mr. Boki. I love your ZCZ content, but this is a bad take.
And maybe it is a different like cultural thing. However, the literal definition of content creator is in the name. You create content to post online for other people to view. If you do that, you are a content creator.
What he is saying is a successful content creator. That's a difference. That is a whole different
thing. And maybe it's a language difference because it seems like he doesn't speak perfect English. And maybe it's just like he spoke wrong because of the language barrier. However, when you're posting something online, maybe you should look up the right way to say something.
Exactly, dude.
And that's no shame. Like, I have a lot of friends in other countries who don't speak perfect English. And even they understand that when they're posting, they need to
really say stuff clearly because
it can be misconstrued so quickly.
What I really think he wanted to say here, because he'll start getting into this later. This is where I really start disagreeing.
Somebody could like drawing, right? Drawing art, not your job. And one example, maybe like, what's another example? Oh, okay. If you like playing gacha games, a lot, and you spend hours and hours and you love playing gacha games, and you play gacha games for your entire life, and you make tons and tons of like gameplay videos on like YouTube.
You're not a gacha content creator if you aren't making enough.
That doesn't make.
That's not how that works. You can be a content creator and not make a lot of money. Like
this is the worst take I've ever heard.
I want to add something to this. So I've seen a lot of like posts recently where content creators will say like, hey, I have a really small following, but companies will still send you a bunch of shit even if your following is small, even if your view count is small, if your content is high quality.
Mm-hmm.
That just shows already that you can be a content creator with a small following, with a small view count, with small likes and all that stuff. As long as your content is high quality and made with passion, companies and other places will reach out and send you shit and pay you.
It's how he says you can't be a gacha content creator if you play gacha games and make content.
Like, what are you talking about? I think he's doing this on purpose.
Just because you love playing gacha games. I hope that you guys can kind of see the analogy I'm kind of drawing up here.
No, I don't see it.
In my opinion, you're only a content creator as a profession, as an occupation, as a job, if you can make consistent and sufficient income for yourself and your loved ones.
What if you live by yourself?
Dude, that is the worst take I've ever
What
heard.
is he talking about? Honest to God.
Like,
what is
I
he
liked
talking
it
about?
at first because I was like this early in the video, and I agreed that the first content was bad. But now that I'm like rehearing it, I'm disliking the video, and I said this right here. I feel like the situation is only for those who are trying to stream without any other source of income. Me and my girlfriend have an arrangement where I content create and she works while I keep the house clean, and we have been doing it for years with no real issues besides life problems, you know, the usual. But when I see a person trying to do it alone without a job, and I get confused, like if my girlfriend and I didn't have this arrangement, I would have no way in hell the ability to survive by just streaming. I would have to get a job like this person in the post should be doing. A TLDR. Original comment poster should get a fucking job or get with someone who does and doesn't mind. Also, he should video edit and upload on YouTube if he is striving for that so much.
Yeah, part of the reason why you count as a content creator is because you're not solely on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing things on other platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. If you weren't
Exactly.
on those other platforms, then I would even argue maybe you don't count because you're just streaming. You know what I mean?
You're just streaming.
Because like.
But
at
he's
that-
saying that even if you're doing all that, if you're not making enough, you're not a content creator.
No.
That is so
False.
stupid.
That is literally, factually false.
I have another argument to bring up in this. Say like you want to be a content creator, but you don't have the time and the energy to spend building up that following. I do. I'm building up your following for you while you're working.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people don't see the other view of that point, and it really irks me. It makes me go like, okay, you are stupid. You are actually mentally retarded.
No, yeah.
Like, that's how I feel about Mr. Pokey right now. I also wanted to add that you could be a content creator one day, but like a job, it takes real work and a lot more than just streaming. I think the reason I'm talking about this is I relate to the comment under it in the video, but his energy is all the wrong way, all whack. He acts miserable when his girlfriend herself is working hard for him to enjoy his stream, which it doesn't look like he is doing at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's absurd to me.
Like,
you, I don't know.
that's a horrible take from Mr. Pokey.
So that's my 2 cents, and I wanted my girlfriend here to just see it for herself. I didn't say anything about this video to her. All you saw was her original reaction. So it's like his whole like idea that you are interfering with your loved ones by trying to chase your dream is so stupid. Because like if your loved ones aren't saying stop, then don't stop. It's like,
If no one's saying that it's a problem, and if when you bring it up to someone and they don't say that it's a problem and they tell you it's not a problem, then why should you stop?
exactly. So the person was probably complaining about a real issue. He's probably getting evicted for some bullshit. And then this guy makes a whole video because he's a successful content creator and he's making the money just to talk shit. Like,
That's
I'm
how
gonna be
feels.
real.
It
I'm
feels
gonna
like
be
Mr.
real.
Pokey just wanted to talk shit. Love
So,
you.
thank you, Mr. Pokey, for my content creation to be done for today, because I just make content off of your content. And I'm gonna be honest about that because you are a douchebag for your take.
Like, it's not entirely, but like for that take, he was.
That's my girlfriend. She's just nice. I'm not.